Good afternoon. The topic for today is different security countermeasures. In that, we are going to see stateful firewalls. So, as far as packet filtering firewalls are concerned, they check only the source and destination IP address in protocols like UDP and TCP and port address as well. If both the IP address match, then the packet is considered secured and verified. So the packet filtering firewalls are divided into two categories: stateless packet filtering firewalls and stateful packet filtering firewalls. So in both the types of firewalls, before getting into the stateless and stateful, we have to know the meaning of the two terms state and context. So let us now discuss what is meant by state and what is meant by context. So state means the last known or the current status of a process, and managing state refers to keeping track of the processes. Let us take TCP based communication for example. In TCP, 4 bits out of the 9 assignable control bits are used to control the state of the connection. The 4 control bits are sync, acknowledge, FIN and RST. At first, a client initiates a connection using three-way handshake. The TCP stack sets the sync flag to indicate the start of a new connection. Then the connection receives a sync plus acknowledged by the receiver. At the point when the firewall has checked the packets from both the sides, it promotes its internal connection state to establish. However, when a firewall sees a reset or FIN plus acknowledged packet, it marks the connection state for deletion. Any further packet for this connection will be rejected. Context. The context of the connection consists of the metadata related to the packet. It includes the IP address, the number of the source and the destination. It also includes the packet length. Layer 3 information related to fragmentation, TCP sequence number of layer 4 flags, etc. Stateful firewall. The firewall is situated in the layer 3 and layer 4 of the open system interconnection OSI model. As the name suggests, stateful firewall always keeps tracks of the state of the network connection. So it keeps states of the active network connections as well. A particular kind of traffic has been approved by a stateful firewall. It is added to a state table. The state table entries are created for TCP and UDP datagrams that are allowed to communicate through the firewall in accordance with the configured security policy. If no traffic is seen for a specified time, the connection is removed from the state table. What are the advantages of stateful firewall? They are highly skilled to detect forged messaging or unauthorized message. These firewalls have powerful memory to retain key aspects of the network connection. Now we move on to the stateless firewall. The stateless firewall is also known as a access control as ACL, does not store information on the connection state. Stateless ACLs are applicable to the network and physical layer and sometimes the transport layer to find out the source and destination port numbers. When the sender sends a packet and gets filtered through a firewall, the device checks for matches to any of the ACL rules that are configured in the firewall and then drops or rejects the packet accordingly. State firewalls do not take as much into account as stateful firewalls. They generally consider to be less rigorous. That is why they are fast. As it doesn't get into that many details, it performs quite well in heavy traffic. They are generally cheaper than the stateful firewall. What are the difficulties with the stateless firewall? A stateless firewall cannot analyze all network traffic or packet, making it unable to identify traffic type. This results in making it less secure compared to stateful firewall. These firewalls in many instances may need to be carefully configured by someone familiar with the task and impact the network. This may require extra time and energy to perform. Now coming to the difference between stateless and stateful firewall. In stateless packet filtering firewall, they are designed to protect network based on static information such as source and destination, whereas in stateful firewall filters packet based on full context of the connection. They are which all which are all active connections, which are all not active. All that information is available in the stateful packet filtering firewall. The stateless, it uses some predefined packet filtering rules. The packets are judged based on that. If it conforms to the predefined rules, then it is considered as safe and allowed to pass through. If the conditions are not met, then the packet is considered to be unidentified malicious and it will be blocked. In stateful firewall, the concept of state table, where it stores the state of legitimate connections. Stateful firewall filters are only based on header information in a packet, but stateful firewall filters inspects everything inside the data packet, the characteristics of data and its channel of communication. The stateless firewall is less secure than the stateful firewall. Stateful firewalls are more secure. Stateless firewalls are cheaper and cost effective. Stateful firewalls are expensive as compared to the stateless firewall. Faster than stateful packet folders, slower as compared to stateless. For small businesses, for small businesses, a stateless firewall could be a better option as they face fewer threats and also have limited budget in hand. For larger enterprises, a stateful firewall would be advisable as they have large outgoing traffic that needs monitoring and control. Stateful firewalls offer dynamic packet filtering and have a thick security layer to mitigate attacks. Thank you.